Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we are going to talk about Quran and science. One of you, he sent me a question and he said he saw too many videos and he said they sound like legitimate. So we will see if there is any of them is legitimate. And if you are a Muslim, feel free to join us, and I challenge you to find me one legitimate claim about Quran and science. And in case you do not know, I have two books exposing their science, The Deception of Allah and Quran and Science. Both books, they complete each other. Feel free to read them, and they are exist in many languages. Before we go there, you know, I want to ask people when they make comment, do they think before they make comment? I mean, I want to make a comment about a video. Like yesterday, we have a video, and the Muslim, he spoke about what is written in the book, that about Allah, he would have ejaculation. And then you see a comment, one saying, oh, this guy is not a Muslim. I mean, this guy, he have 1,000 videos defending Islam. He's not a Muslim for him. The other guy is saying, oh, the guy, he believe in Quran only. Okay, and what we would do? We give him a hand? See, when you make a comment, think about it. I mean, okay, somebody did read the comment. What does that mean exactly? The guy believe in the Quran only. Is there such a thing anyway? It's like saying, I believe in the book of John. I don't believe in the book of Luke. So my friends, when you make a comment, if you are a Christian, the Muslims, they can say whatever they want. They want to defend their religion. If you are a Christian, before you make a comment, think what this comment will do. What is the benefit of it? If it is like just a chit chat, okay, go ahead, you know, grandma talk. If you are a person who is a thinker, will think before you make a comment, and then you make the comment. If a person says to us, I believe in the Quran only, that is a great sign that he don't believe in Islam no more. But still he claims to be a Muslim, so he's a Muslim. As simple as that. Did you ask yourself why he said he believed in the Quran only? Because he's ashamed of what is written in out of the Quran. So the solution is, okay, I'm not going to leave Islam, so I'm going to convince myself that those books are garbage and the Quran is the only good book. But we will see in a few seconds that the Quran is worse than those books. Before we continue, I was searching for Quran and science videos, and this video came in my way. You know, Mufti Monk, a Muslim woman, she asked him why we don't pray in Arabic, and he have an answer. And I want to start with my topic with this, so we can understand better how Muslims and what Islam is about.
That's what Allah says. We will ensure it is preserved. So I was asked a question by a revert sister.
Notice here the Muslim, they use the word revert. When they use that, is an insult to Christianity. That's mean Christianity is wrong and he is going back now to the right straight way. Revert. He's not a convert, you see. This is how they plan it. And here you notice how the Muslims, they are carefully, they choose their words, and how the Christians, they throw whatever they have in their pocket. Revert, not convert. Why? Jesus, he used to order us to kiss stones and go around the Kaaba. And he told us that the one who touched a stone will erase his sin. And if you go to heaven, you will have virgins and they are waiting for you. And he said to us that God will have ejaculation. And you will have endless women for sex, 80,000 little child. So this is how they fool the naive ones. And if you ever see somebody converting to Islam, that is the fault of the Christians, not the fault of that person. Because we as a Christians, we became so much traditional Christians, and we have nothing to do really with the studying and being true Christians. Somebody actually told me that a minister, he went to Turkey and he posted in a group saying that he feels sorry or sad for what the crusade they did. The crusade. I mean, this is a Christian minister. If not the crusade, my friend, all of Europe will be the slave of Allah a long time ago. The crusade was a reaction for the attack of the Muslims, not the opposite. 600 years after Christ, not a single crusade. Did you ask yourself why? Why? We don't have an army. We don't have swords. We don't have men. There's no crusade. The crusade was a reaction for the invasion of the Muhammadan, not the opposite. And the foolish ones is the one who says to you the crusade were bad. If not the crusade, there's no atheist today. If not the crusade, you will be living in Pakistan in the middle of Europe. If not the crusade, all of you will be slave of Allah, and all of you have to run and pray 5 times a day. You like it, you don't like it, otherwise you will die. If not the crusade, we will not have a freedom. The crusade, actually, they saved the world from the evil of Muhammad. This is the truth. And then you will find a fool who claimed to be a Christian minister saying to you the crusade, they were bad. It's like, you know, you take my house, you rape my women, you take my money, and you force me to be your slave, and then when I fight back, I'm the bad guy. Do you see how Satan works using even sometimes those who call themselves Christians? So always think carefully before you open your mouth, for the mouth of the devil can use you like Muhammad in the satanic verses. Don't be a mouth who speak for the devil. If you cannot open your mouth with jewels, then shut up. Listen carefully what this guy will say to the women who is asking him why we cannot pray in different language.
Saying, I'm a revert, but I have one question. Why can I not pray in English? Is that not a brilliant question? Right?
It is.
Very good question.
Very good question.
I say, sister, what do you mean by pray? Because supplication is also prayer. And we have something known as salah, which is a very unique act of worship, which has no English equivalent, so we just call it.
So you remember the word salah? It's an act of worship. It's a salah. When they translate to us that Allah, He do salah on Muhammad, they say this is blessing. Do you see the? Do you see that how the devil work? The double standard? He's explaining the word salah. The word salah is an act of worship, not only praying. It's an act of worship. So when Allah He prayed and Muhammad, He was doing the act of worship. But now because He is not talking about that point, so He have to say the truth that salah mean act of worship. Continue.
It prayer because that's the closest possible word, but in actual fact it's an act of worship that starts in a specific way, within a specific condition, facing a specific direction, saying a specific words.
Look at this. The Muslim salah prayer is a specific words in a specific time, in a specific direction, in a specific way. So what is the prayer? This is one of the miraculous religion of Islam. To make you a machine who is controlled by remote control. So it's a specific words, in a specific time, in a specific way, in a specific direction. So what is the prayer? You see, prayer is you speaking to your God. If you are doing it in a specific way, that means it's not you who decide how to talk to Him. The ways exist before you are just a follower of the way, not follower of God. And you talk to Him in a specific way, specific direction, specific time, specific words. So what is your prayer? If I repeat what Muhammad he said, supposedly his God said that, not even Muhammad. Where is the prayer? So Islam is a fraud from the beginning. It is silly. It's religion suffering from low IQ and defect of intellect. Because if I am speaking, then I should speak. But if I am repeating, I am not praying. If I am repeating, this is not a prayer. This is why me personally, against any Christian who repeat any kind of a prayer like non-stop. The Bible says, don't repeat. The Lord can hear you. Our Lord is not deaf. Don't repeat yourself. The Muslims, they repeat themselves 5 times a day. They said nothing. Imagine you call someone, you call him God. You said, you ring the phone, tadadun, tadadun. He answered you. He said to him, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, bye. That's it. So more than 1 billion Muslims, they're repeating the same words. What is the prayer? This is what Allah said, not what you said. Why you are saying what Allah said? When they asked Jesus how to pray, he says you can pray like this. He's giving them an example. But this is not necessarily how to pray. Pray as you wish. Speak to the Lord. That is a prayer. Jesus, he told them the essence of the prayer, that when you pray, you need to think carefully about your prayer. First, have to come from your heart. Secondly, do you deserve what you're asking for? So when you pray, you say, forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. So Jesus, even when he is saying to you how to pray, he is teaching you how to forgive so you can be forgiven. There is a meaning of this prayer. In Islam, there's no meaning. Now we go to the topic. If you go in the internet, there is tons of articles. 13 scientific facts in the Holy Quran, 9 scientific facts in the Quran, 20 scientific facts in the Quran. I mean, you name it. But if we check them out, we will find not even one of them is a scientific, neither it's a fact, except it's a fact of stupidity. And this is my challenge in front of everybody who is listening. And I'm talking to the Muslims. Who is a Muslim is willing to go show me a scientific fact in the Quran which we cannot defeat? Out of all those, the Muslims, they have articles about them. Anyone? I'm willing to open my Pal Talk. You can call me. And you can show us that you have a single scientific fact. In fact, all those who they spoke about, they are not scientific fact. They are the opposite. Like, look at this one. The Big Bang. I mean, the Quran speak about the Big Bang. You know, the one who made the article, he have a Big Bang in his head. How in the world, look, if you click on it, look, the Big Bang in the Quran. I mean, how in the world even you say that, you idiot? Is it the Quran says Allah created the earth in 6 days? Is that what the Big Bang saying? Isn't it your prophet, he said that Allah created the dust in Saturday and the mountains in Sunday and the light in Wednesday, and he finished Adam Friday afternoon? Is that what the Big Bang is saying? So in order to hijack science, you see, Islam is a religion of hijacking, not only airplanes, they hijack anything. They want to hijack the Bible. Okay, Muhammad is in the Bible. Okay, my friend, where is Muhammad in the Bible? Oh, he is the comforter. Yeah, the comforter is God. Is your prophet is God? This is the Holy Spirit, is God. Is your prophet a Holy Spirit? Is he a spirit? He will live with us forever. It says there, word by word, the Holy Spirit. It's a religion of hijacking. But the hijacker is an idiot. So if I ask any Muslim, who of you really believe that the Big Bang is in the Quran? Who of you dare to say I do? Who of you dare to say I do? All of those things. And by the way, Zakir Naik, he made a complaint to YouTube about my video. The coward potato. Hey Zakir, brother and sister, Christian Prince, he viewed my video, and this is violation of copyright, and I'm going to sue him. Hey, Zakir Naik, you complain to YouTube, you don't complain to YouTube, I will make you shish kebab. You and your lies. What a potato. The Big Bang Theory. What else? What else? Let's go back to the top. The expansion of the universe. This is in the Quran. You see, I mean, you know, I ask always myself a very simple question. How come Allah did not say those things in the Quran, but the Muslim, they find them? I mean, if we go to the verses they are reading, are we really going to find the Big Bang? I mean, are we going to find it really it says Big Bang? When the Muslims, they say we expand the universe, are we going to find in the Quran a phrase saying Allah will expand the universe? Is it going to say that? When the Muslims, they say the end of the universe. Well, yeah, the Quran speak about the end of the universe. I agree. And we will show you how it is. You will die laughing. I mean, every single scientific fact, Muslims, they come to us with it, is a scientific error. Literally, a scientific error. So you go and search, okay, Quran and science, and then you find, like, you know, this is in images. You find tons of website articles, you know, Quran and science. I mean, look how many, man, unbelievable. Astronomy, human embryo, even in nuclear. I mean, the nuclear thing, by the way, is one of the most funny things ever. If you search, hold on, let me find you this one. Quran, science, If you search for the Quran speaking about nuclear and subatomic, atom in the Quran speak about atom. What I know that the Quran speak about is Tom and Jerry, not about atom. In the Quran there is an atom. Where? Where? Like if we click here now, we will find the atom. Here we go, we click at the page. This is the website of Haruni here, the guy who, you remember the guy who have a lot of nice, beautiful girls dancing for him? Yeah, he's the, okay. The scientific miracle of the Quran, subatomic particle. Where? It is he who is the knower of the unseen. You know, here the stupid is, you just say that Allah is the one who knows the unseen, and then you say to me that the kuffar, they knew this unseen. Guys, are you listening to me? If this is Allah is the knower of the unseen, that means nobody should know it save Allah, because only Allah knows the unseen. So you idiot, you copy for me a verse from the Quran saying to me that Allah is the knower of the unseen, and then you quote for me Einstein. Well, that means Einstein is Allah. Do we understand, guys, what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lack of intellect, a lack of intelligence, a slow processor. If nobody know it, so how we know it then? It says Allah only the one who knows the unseen. And then you say to me, and who is the one who discovered this? The Jews or the Christians. And look, not even an atom weight eludes your Lord. Allah, he says that to the Arab at that time. Okay, and what the Arab they say to him? The Arab they say to him, hey Allah, what is atom? Or they knew what atom. I mean, just to show you how silly and how their lies work, the word there is not an atom, it's an ant. It is an ant. I mean, in a miraculous way, the word ant became an atom. Dharra. The word dharra is an ant. In the word today, the Arab they use in Arabic, they use the word dharra for nuclear, because supposedly this is the word, the Arabic word we know for the smallest thing. So, but this is for an ant. And even if you go to the chapter 10, verse 61, correct? If we go right now and read the interpretation, what they will say? They will tell you it's an ant. So the ant became a nuclear. Mrs. Ant became a miracle of nuclear. You know what? Let us go and check it out, because maybe Christian Prince is not telling the truth. You never know, you know. Yeah, chapter 10, verse number 61. Hold on. Does it say, and or Christian Prince is making things up? So the word "and" became an autumn. So if you are a foreigner, you know, you are an Asian or American or Western, whatever you are, or African who don't speak Arabic, they will say to you, okay, hold on. Don't you know what Allah He said? About the autumn? Yeah, look, like even here in translation, they translate as autumn. You see the liars? They did not translate the word as "and," because in Arabic it says you know, because this is what dharra mean "and." Change the look, let's show you. Change the joke. Okay, where it says the matter, the Quran, heavier, blah 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 blah. Okay, not in a way to denial. Yeah, I don't see anything here really. Yeah, hold on, let us go to Ibn Kathir. Yeah, you don't get away from it. Liars will end in fire. What is the end thing? Hold on. Okay, let's do this, because here usually they don't use this verse actually. So mithqalu dharra. Okay, we will search for the word in the Quran, and we will find another verse, and we will find what is the meaning is. All right. See, all those words are coming at dharra. Chapter 4, verse number 40, chapter 10, verse number 61, chapter 34, verse number 3, 34, 22, etc. Okay? So, when the Muslim, they say that this is an autumn, how accurate this translation is. This is a chapter 4, verse number 40. Lo Allah worth not even a weight of an ant. Here we go. Actually, why would we look for it? Finally, we find somebody have dignity, and he translated correctly. Do you see it? Do you see it, people? This is the Muslim translation. Why in this translation it says ant? What happened to the autumn? I mean, in a miraculous way, the word ant became an autumn. Isn't it amazing? So now, you will not find one of those who claim a miracle or scientific miracle in those verses translating it as an ant. They put the word atom, but it's an ant. Now, if we change the translator, the word atom will appear. I assure you that. Here we go. Let us see. This is translation of who? This is Biktal. Okay, let us see Yusuf Ali. Let us see what Yusuf Ali will say. The word and disappear and the word autumn disappear. Allah will never unjust to at least in the least degree. The word and disappear, which is false. Change the translator. It's a new Quran, you know. Every translation is a new Quran. This is why, you know, you cannot trust any Islamic translation for the Quran. Hilali and Khan. Let us see. Look at this. An atom or a small ant between two brackets. We don't have a word for atom in Arabic. This is something new. Like, are we the one who discovered it? You are funny. You see, we don't have a word for atom. Those are all none. You see, things is discovered by us, then you can find a name for it in the language. This is how you know actually who is the one who discovered this, who discovered that. Like when they say to you that somebody, his name Ibn Jabir, he is the one who discovered al-Jabratu, and he is mostly from the Sabian, from the Yazidi, sorry. Why it's called al-Jabratu? Because this guy supposedly is the one who discovered it. Okay. Now, is atom an Arabic word? No. So how we will have equal to it if we are not the one who discovered it? We can fabricate a word. We can make a word equal, but it's not the same word. So in the modern world today, in Arabic, they use the word dharra, which is the same word used for ant, but this is not correct, because dharra is for the smallest thing you can see. And this is why they chose the ant. You can use it even for, like, in the language today, for like a sand, you know, like one sand. That is a dharra, the smallest thing of something you can see. So when they lie and they say that Allah will not be unjust about autumn, well, ask yourself, okay, Allah speaking to the Arab of Mecca, at that time they knew what autumn. They will not ask Muhammad, okay, who is Mr. Autumn? So obviously this is something they knew, and he was saying to them, even if it's something unjust in the size of an ant, Allah will judge you by it. Very simple. Suddenly they made a miracle about this. We have autumn in the Quran, the weight of autumn. Unbelievable. Is it Naml? Is an ant? Yeah, Naml is an ant, but Dharra is the smallest one, like the baby ones. This is why even sometimes the word Dharra is used for children's, you know, like when they say to Muhammad, is it okay to kill those kuffar and during the war, and they have their children with them, and their women kill their children? He said, women, they said, the he said, and they are from them, which means it's okay to kill them. It's okay to kill them. So simply, that represents something small, and it is used usually for the word ant, and this is what it's meant, but have nothing to do with autumn. You see the word dharari translated as offspring, the children, the babies, the offspring, dharari. All right, here they ask the Prophet about the offspring, the dharari of the children of the mushrikeen. You know, can we kill them? You know, he said, no problem. They are from them. All right. وَهُمْ مِنْهُمْ. Yeah, here we go. This is the hadith. They came to Muhammad and they said to him, as reported on the authority of etc., etc., when they ask about the women and the children of the polytheists being killed during the rite, said, they are from them, which means kill them. And here this is a proof of lies when they say the Prophet, he forbid us from killing children and women. All right? Yeah. Now, who is here as a Muslim is willing to help us and make a challenge for me, make it hard. Choose from all those lists you have for scientific miracles in the Quran. And I promise you, I will show you that it's not only a mistake, it's a stupid. It's the opposite, actually. You see, when they say as an example in the top of the list here, that the Muslims, they believe in the Big Bang.
Me of all my doubts.
This guy is playing video.
And bring me
You know, like the funny about the Muslims, when they make a video about Allah, you will feel like there's a religious person and he's almost going to cry. Listen, listen, brother.
To you, so that I may bear witness on that final day that I was an obedient servant to you.
Yeah, I was obedient service to you. Like how you are obedient service to him? How you Muslims are obedient service to him? Pictures is haram. Music, you have a back, the music is playing in your background. I mean, those people are the most hypocrite people ever. You are wearing the clothing of the kuffar, this is haram. You have a music in the background, this is haram. Pictures is haram. Cameras is haram. TV is haram. YouTube is haram. Soccer is haram. Dance is haram. And then they say, Allah, Allah, we are. Okay. Christian Prince, chapter 21:30, 21:33. Are you a Muslim, my friend? Harris? Are you a Muslim? Are you? Everything is forbidden. So none of you follow Islam. Not a single one of you, he follow Muhammad. What a bunch of liars. Now the one who said to me, chapter Surah 21, verse number 30. Are you a Muslim, my friend? Are you trying to show me a miracle in the Quran? If you want to make if you are a Muslim, you want to make a challenge for me, tell me what the question is about. And now you are saying to me, okay, Surah 21, 30 and 21, 33, and what I will do with it. Do you have a question? Let us go. I don't know. Maybe he is thinking now. What is the question? Let us go and see the chapter, and then we will find out what he's talking about. Okay, chapter 21. Yeah, 21 actually one of my favorite funny chapters in the Quran. He's a Christian? So what is the question then? I don't know. Okay. If you are a Muslim, please give me a question. All right. So chapter 21, verse, he said number 30 to 31. Ah, this is about the Big Bang, you mean? Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see, okay. Let me share with you what makes someone smart and what makes someone stupid. All of us, we have eyes, right? Okay, why we cannot read the same thing? I mean, it's words. We are not even reading a picture, right? It is words. So in 2 seconds, you can expose the lie about the Big Bang. Look, it says, have not those who disbelieve know that the heaven and the earth were one piece? In Arabic, actually, it doesn't say no. It says, alam yara. Didn't they see? So, I mean, how stupid this is. If they knew already, that means this is not the Big Bang. The verse saying that they knew that. They already knew that. So he's questioning them, what's wrong with you? Don't you know? You see it? In Arabic, actually, it says, alam yara, don't they see? If you change the translator, you will see that the word, it is, don't they see? So how it's a discovery and the Quran saying to them, don't they see? In the time of Muhammad, 1400 years ago, Allah saying, don't you see? Don't you know? So if it's going to be discovery, then he should say, in the future you will see. In the future you will know. He will not say, don't you know? أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. So the logic is stupid, the language get them busted, and at the same time, let us continue. We did not even start yet. Again, doesn't say, have not those who disbelieve, no. It says, have they not seen? أَوَلَمْ يَرَ. Here we go, the word. You know, always you can get them busted. You can take the word, Like for you, in your case, you don't know Arabic, so you don't know which one is the word see. But this is the word see in the Arabic there. أَوَلَمْ يَرَى. Yara is see, you see in present. And أَوَلَمْ, he's questioning something they saw in the past. So didn't they see that the heaven and the earth used to be one piece? Now here we have to question the stupidity of Allah. How in the world you say that they used to be one piece, you idiot? And we separated them because we are not separated. We are little dust in the space. I mean, imagine this, somebody he's a mad person, a drunk, he's taking hashish. Have you ever go in a basement? If you have a basement in your house and you have a little window, and then you will find the light going inside the basement, and then you will find like little dust flying. You know what I mean? So imagine you convince yourself that this one dust is separated from the basement. We are in the basement. So how we are separated? So this is a mistake. For we are not. We are inside the space. We are little tiny dust in the space. In the same time, look what the verse saying, that the heaven and the earth, they used to join together, one united piece, and we part in them. That's mean there was heaven and there was earth. Is that what the Big Bang saying? It doesn't say before the heaven and the earth I made an explosion. It says the earth and the heaven, they used to be one piece, which means that there's one piece, already the pieces exist, but the Big Bang don't believe in a piece, so it exists. In the same time, Allah, he separated them from each other. And then he says, we made it from the water every living thing. Muslims, is the angels made of water? Is the genies made of water? I'm talking just about Islam. The genie in Islam is made of fire. The angels are made of light. So this is a stupid statement. If you want to say to me, those are the ones who live in earth, well, according to your religion, those angels and genie, they live in earth. Isn't it your prophet, he says you have a companion with you? And you have a guardian angels with you? 24 hours, 7 days a week. This is why he forbid you from eating garlic, because if you enter the mosque, they will not go with you. They live with us on the earth. What about the genie who sleep with your wife? If you don't say the prayer, he will live in the earth or he will live in heaven? So when the Quran says, and we made it from the water every living thing, that is a total contradiction for what the Quran is saying. In the same time, Allah placed mountains in the top of the earth. Here we go, the Big Bang. So now we have earth, and now Allah, he placed mountain in the top of it. This is what the Big Bang teaching. That there was earth, and then somebody put rocks in the top of it. Read carefully, it says, and we placed. We placed the mountains in the top of it. How that can be the Big Bang? In the same time, what we would do with the other verses, where Allah, he says, we created the earth and the heaven in 6 days. Zakir Naik and Didat, they try to solve this problem, you know. Zakir Naik said, somebody asked him about this 6 days. So, you know Zakir Naik, like when he squeezes it, all the mayonnaise come out. So Zakir Naik, after being asked, he said, Brother Fitta, the Quran doesn't say 6 days as 6 days. He meant 6 period. It's 6 period. You donkey. It says 6 days. How it is period? I mean, cannot Allah use the word period? Why Allah use the word days if it's period? I mean, look at, you see how they try to fabricate things in order to create a science when in fact it's a mistake. Because this is a contradiction for other verse in the Quran. Other verse in the Quran says Allah took him 2 days to create the earth, 4 days to create what in the top of the earth, and 2 days to create what is in the heaven. which means creating the earth took way more than creating the heaven. If we go in the hadith, we will find Muhammad saying the following. And now you will see someone like this guy, you told me he is a Quran only. He will deny this because this is a problem that will expose Muhammad. Read carefully. This is Sahih Hadith. The Messenger of Allah took a hold of my hands. Never give your hand to Muhammad. The first thing will happen, if you are wearing a watch, you will lose it. If you look good, he will be molesting you. In the best scenario, he might cut it off. So he took my hand and he said, Allah the Exalted, the Created, the Glorious, created the earth on Saturday, the Big Bang. You see the Big Bang? Be my witness. The Big Bang is in front of us. Allah created the earth in Saturday. This is the Big Bang. And then he created the mountains in Sunday. This is another Big Bang. I mean, this is Big Bang. And then he created the trees in Monday. Do you remember that he was debating a Christian minister? He said to him, in your Bible, God, he created the sun in Wednesday. You remember? Go watch it. Read carefully. The thing, and then the thing entirely labor in Tuesday, the light on Wednesday. Do you see it? That was making fun. But in the Old Testament, the Bible says that from the beginning, God, he said, let be light, and light was, before he created the sun. Here, the light appeared in Wednesday. Before that, there is no light. Where is the Big Bang? Do you see how they lie to you? So now what we would do, in order to cover up our lies about the Big Bang, we will say we don't accept this. We don't accept tafsir. And Christian Prince is lying about the meaning of the verses, but we can show you all the meaning of the verses we mentioned from their own books. You know, when the Quran said, the following. Read carefully. This is Quran. I mean, you do not need reading. I mean, it's very simple. And I agree the Quran is stupid, but it still is simple. Okay, Muhammad, tell them, Muhammad. قل, do you verily disbelieve on him who created the earth in 2 days? Guys, take a note. The Big Bang. Do you see the Big Bang? Do you see how easy to demolish their Big Bang? So what we will do now with the Big Bang? Any Muslim can help me? What we will do with the Big Bang? So it was a lie. I mean, it's a clear verse. We created the earth in 2 days. I mean, how clear we can make it now? And are we done? No. And we set revile of the Lord. Okay, so now, you know, so pray to Allah. Okay. And then we place, after he created the earth in 2 days, then he placed in the earth, from mountains above it. I mean, have you ever heard of religion believe that mountains came from the sky in the top of the earth and Allah, he put it in the top of it? This is how Muhammad imagined the earth is the same as a sheet. Actually, in different verse he says, so we place the mountain in the top of it, so the earth will not be shaking. And the Muslim, they made a scientific article about it. They say, oh, this is true. The scientists, they discovered that mountains, they prevent, or let us say, they make limitation of earthquake. This is a lie. Mountains are exist actually because of the earthquake and volcanoes and pressure of the tectonic plates, not the opposite. According to the Quran, as you see in front of you, no addition, no translation of mine, he placed the mountains in the top of it. Is that what the Big Bang teach? And then Allah took him another 4 days to finish everything in the top of the earth. Do you see it? And look, here between two brackets it says, i.e. all these 4 days were equal in the length of the time. Genius. The translator is a genius. I mean, isn't it genius to tell us, brother and sisters, those 4 days they will be equal in time, brother? I mean, you idiot. It says days, that means they are equal. Obviously, that's what they call them day. It's like saying to you 4 gallons, and then you say to me those gallons are, each one of them is a gallon. Genius. And look, the guy, his name is Omar, is going crazy. He is saying to me, show the Arabic, ya kadhab, which means, you idiot, this is your translation, you idiot. And supposedly he knew Arabic. Do you know Arabic, Omar? Omar, do you know Arabic? Why you don't call me then? Show me the Arabic, ya kadhab, you idiot. This is your translation, not mine. Somebody told you this is a Christian Prince website? This is your Muslim translation. So you are saying to me kadhab, or you are saying to the Muslims? Crazy people, they lose their mind. Okay, you know what, Omar? Give me the translation you approve. Is that fair, guys? Omar, give me the translation you accept, I will put it in the screen. Is that fair? What do you think? Do Omar, do this guy Omar dare to show us the translation he accept? He don't dare. We will show you the Arabic. Here we go. We'll put it in the Arabic. Can you give me the translation you accept? Here we go. This is the Arabic. Like supposedly, like, show me the Arabic, as if you speak Arabic, supposedly. You know what? I will shave my 20-foot beard if you speak 2 Arabic words. Show me the Arabic. Okay, here we go. The Arabic in front of you. Now give me your translation, Mr. Genius. You know what? I don't think you are a genius. I think you are a genie, and your mom, she called you Mr. Yes. Because to get rid of you, she say yes to whatever you say, because you're an idiot. So now give me the translation, the correct one. Forget about the translation we are showing the screen. I want you to show me the translation you accept. No need for your translation. That's deep. Guys, be my witness. No need for my translation. Why? You were complaining a second ago from the translation. Now you don't want us to see the truth? Don't you want to show the people the truth, my friend? Why you don't want to show us the translation? Is Islam is a secret translation religion? What's the problem? No, Christian Prince, I'm not a fool. I'm not to show you the translation. Why? Because if I show you the translation, everybody will know that Omar Ghani is an idiot. And not only he eat pork, he eat ham and burger together. Idiot. People are laughing at you. So when they say Big Bang, and here we go, and then a mistake. We showed you the other verse saying that Allah, he created the earth and the heaven in 6 days, correct? Let us count together. 2 days to create the earth. Okay. 4 days to create what in the top of the earth. Okay. Then 2 days to create the sky. The total is 8. Do you see it? The Muhammadan, in order to solve this problem, they say, oh, no. Brother, no, brother. The Quran, when the Quran says he created the earth in 2 days, yes, this is true. And then when the Quran says 4 days, the 2 days before it included, look, what? So if I ask somebody work for me, okay, give me your schedule, how many days you work? So you say to me, I finish this part in 2 days. And then you say to me, I finish this part in 4 days. Obviously, they are not the same. Otherwise, why you are counting the for 2 days? Notice carefully the Quran separating between 2 periods. 2 days to create the earth, and then 4 days to create what is in the top of the earth. Very clear. Then 2 days to create what is in the heaven. Is that what the Big Bang saying, that the heaven was created after the earth? And the Big Bang saying that everything in the sky was created after the earth? And by the way, I don't believe in the Big Bang. I mean, to believe in the Big Bang, you must be to be officially an idiot. And I will tell you why. It's a theory. How we know that this Big Bang is true? Somebody make a theory. Actually, even the Big Bang, not only stupid, but it's hilarious. Like they say to you, there was nothing but explosion happened. Okay, hold on. If there's nothing, what explode? I mean, we have nothing, and that nothing explode. That's a nice theory. I think I can make one like it, you know. I mean, at least make it a fart. But you said to me there was nothing, and then that nothing explode. Who is the stupid here? And then they say to you, oh no, there is a flying particles. Okay, what particles? You just said there was nothing. So either you say there was nothing, or there is something. This is what happened to a friend. I know him. You know, he spoke against his mother-in-law, and when he saw her, he remembered nothing. It's a Big Bang in his head, like, you know, gone. What's your name? He don't remember. Which year you are born? Big Bang. That's it. There was nothing. Big Bang. So when the Muhammadan, they come to you and they claim they have a science and the Quran, we die laughing, because the Quran not only anti-science, Quran contradict itself. Look at this. What is the last thing Allah He finished and He created in chapter 41, verse number 12? It was the lamps. Okay, what is the lamps are located in the lowest heaven? Hold on. Do you know that the Muslim, they claim that Allah speak about the atmosphere? Let me find you this miracle. Hold on, because this is connected to this one. Oh boy. And by the way, I'm supposed to go for 15-minute live on air. I hate you. I hate you all. All right. Okay, 15 minutes. Yeah, right. True story. Atmosphere. In the Quran. Let us find it. Brothers and sisters, the Quran speak about the atmosphere. Takbir. Okay, where in the Quran speak about the atmosphere? Let us see together. The earth atmosphere, do you see it? That's deep. The earth atmosphere. By the sky which return, chapter 86, verse number 11. Is that the chapter where it says that the man, he have a sperm coming from his backbone, and the woman, she have a sperm coming from her ribs? I remember once I was speaking to my dad, you know, and my dad, he, you know, he said, I have a, you know, pain in my backbone. I look at my dad, like, okay. Oh boy. My dad have a pain in the backbone. Why is speaking dirty? Because this is where the baby's coming from. I mean, have you ever heard of religion have such a science? And women, they have testicles in their ribs in the location of the necklace. But anyway, that's not the topic for now. So chapter 86, verse number 11, and look, the Quran have it in two places, not only one. 86:11 and 2:22. Look at this. It is he who made for you the earth a bed spread out and the sky a ceiling. Hold on, hold on. Do you notice that they cut off the verse? What those dots for? Sound fishy. Do you see the dots? Like boom, 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 boom. There's a 3 dots, brother. Why? I mean, what? Why you don't show us the whole verse? Like, hello? It's me you're looking for. I mean, you don't want us to see the amazing Quran. Show the whole verse. Why you cut it off? Why you cut it off? Please tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Why you cut it off? Because if you show you the rest, you will die laughing. Now let us go there. By the sky which returned. This is about the rain. This is what the Muslim explained the verse. However, just to show you the intelligence of Allah, we have to be honest here. Somebody remind me after a few minutes so I don't forget about it. We will talk about the water, the fresh water and the salty water, because it's connection with this one. When the water return, according to Muhammad, the fresh water go back to the fresh water and the salty water go back to the salty water. We will talk about it after we finish this one. Now, let us go to chapter 86, verse number 11, and chapter 2, verse 22, and let us see what is behind those 3 dots which is missing. 2:22. Okay. The 3 dots is making me... I'm wondering really what is behind those 2 dots, 3 dots. Okay. So this is 2:22, and this is where it says, what is the name of the miracle? The atmosphere. What does it have to do with the atmosphere? It is he who made the earth for you, firashan, not resting place. He made it flat, a carpet, just to show you how they lie. 2:22, we go here. This is chapter 2. And this is verse number 22. And this is the Islamic interpretation, not mine. So don't say Christian Prince is saying this. No. I'm just going to read for you what the Muslims believe. Okay. All right. This is Tafsir Ibn Abbas. Let us see. Ibn Abbas, no problem. It says, Allah, He made the earth as a resting place for you. What is the resting place translation here in the English translation? It is the word firash. Firash means a bed, flat bed. You don't sleep in a curvy bed. You sleep in a flat bed. If you change the translator or the book, this is a Jalalain. Let us see if the word bed will appear. Read carefully. It is he who assigned to you, created for you the earth and for a couch, like a carpet that is laid out. Do you see it? So the Quran in this verse confirmed that the earth is a flat and laid out like a carpet for you. Now you can judge how accurate that is. But now what does this have to do with the sky atmosphere? Let us see. Okay. Then he says, then Allah, He made the heaven like a roof. This is the atmosphere. You see, until now, actually, the roof is correct. It says in Arabic there that in Arabic it says was-sama'u bina. We made it a building. You know, I have nothing against that. I mean, you can use this word building in many ways, but where is the word roof? Let us help the Muslims, because until now they did not show us where is the word atmosphere or the roof. If we go back to the article, maybe later they will show it to us, because until now, no. Where is the roof? Where is the roof? Where is the roof? There is no roof. I wonder why they did not show us the word roof. Let me show you. If we go in this verse here, The roof in the Quran for the sky is not the atmosphere, it's the opposite. The earth have a roof, you cannot get out of it. And if you try to do so, Allah will burn your bum with fire. And he was speaking to a human being and a genie. Let us see. How come they don't want to show us those verses? This is science. Read carefully. Allah challenging human and genie to go out of the zone of the earth. When you hear the word the zone of the earth, you say, this is science. Here we go, the earth has a zone. Read carefully. O assembly of jinns and men, if you have power to pass beyond the zones of the heaven and the earth, then pass them, but you will never be able to pass them except by the authority of Allah. And Allah, he will give authority only for the good believers in the judgment day, not now. Or to the prophet who went to heaven, like Muhammad, supposedly he fly with his flying mule, which is true. I was there, I saw the mule. Actually, my grandfather, he used to go to heaven every day. He had a big mule, you know. So if you have a power to pass beyond the zone of the earth and the heaven, pass, but you cannot. And if you try, what Allah will do? Allah will shoot your ass with hellfire. Read carefully. There will be sent against you both smokeless flames and fire and molten brass. Do you see it? The atmosphere, but the opposite direction. Here, if the human being try to go out, Allah will shoot them. The atmosphere will burn you if you try to get in. This is science. And actually this verse is enough to prove that Islam is a fraud, because already we have people who went to the space. We have people living in the space. I just came yesterday. Don't ask me for witnesses. We Arab, we don't, it's not required for us to have witnesses. The only time we Arab are required to have, as a Muslim, to have a witnesses if you have your wife cheating on you, and then you have to bring four men, and they have to see that. Excuse my language. If you have kids around, just mute your speaker, okay? Mute the speaker. Okay, we're speaking about Islam, so remember, it's a dirty topic. So if you have your wife and you're a Muslim and she is cheating, if you get inside the room and you find your wife in the top of a man or in the top of her, excuse my language, you can do nothing about it. You cannot even divorce her, accusing her of cheating. Why? Because you need to find 4 witnesses, and those 4 witnesses is not enough for them to see the man and the women having sex like in the top of each other. No, they have to see the private part of the male going in, out, in, out. So they go to the judge. The judge, he says, did you see him, his private part going in like the pen in the inkwell? You say, yes, sir, I saw his pen going in the inkwell. Next one. 4 of them, they have to see it going in the inkwell. If you have 3, you have no proof of fornication. And you tell me how in the world you will get 4 witnesses to your wife when she is cheating. You will say to your wife, hey, honey, stay there. Hold on, don't do it. Hey, brother, calling me. We need 4 witnesses. Come over. Okay, I'm going to get the flight and I'm going to you. We need 4 witnesses. Tell your wife not to remember, tell her not to move this. Okay? And not only that, if the woman, she is having sex, excuse my language again, and she is wearing her clothes, because it's possible, you cannot see the thing. There's no proof of fornication. No proof. There's a story of a guy, not only one, I think there was 2 or 3. The caliphate, he asked him, did you see the guy having sex with this woman? He said to him, I saw her legs around his neck like the ears of a donkey. You know what I'm talking about, no need to explain more. The caliphate, he beat the hell of him. He said, still you have no proof. I mean, imagine the legs of the women around the neck of the man, huh? And still there's no proof. No proof. What is the proof? Go back to the, this is science, this is all science, this is miracles. So, O assembly of jinn and men, if you have the power to pass beyond the zone of the heaven and the earth, pass thee, but you cannot pass. Okay, so what we will do with those who live in this space now? The Muslim will find a solution for this. He says, okay, hold on. Isn't it there says, except by the authority of Allah? But you idiot, he is challenging them to go. And he said to them, if you try, I will shoot you. Read it. Read it. This is, so they lie, they say atmosphere in the Quran. Okay, hold on. In different, like this one here, when he speak about the atmosphere, he mentioned different verse. Maybe they changed after I get them busted, because let us see where we can find it. Miracles of the Quran. Hold on, maybe this one. What a best comedy. Oh, this is the same one. Hold on. Oh, no, hold on. This is a different one. Look, brother. The scientific miracle of the Quran, the layers of the atmosphere. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at this one. The Quran speaks about layers of the, not only about the atmosphere, the layers of the atmospheres. Be my witness. The Quran speaking about the layers of the atmosphere. Is it true, Muslims, that the Quran speak about it? Yes, brother. Where? Brother, can you open for me chapter 2, verse 29 and chapter 41, verse number 11 and 12? Oh, here you notice again, the Muslims, they did not pause the whole thing. Read carefully. Chapter 2, verse number 29, it says, it is he who created everything on earth for you, and then he directed his attention up to the heaven, and he arranged it in 7 regular heaven. Okay, hold on. This is the same website was talking about the Big Bang. But this verse you are quoting for me saying that Allah finished the earth before the heaven. See? The same website. So how the Big Bang, and this verse saying Allah, he finished everything on earth, and then he went to the heaven and he made them 7 heaven. Okay. And Allah has knowledge of all things. Okay. Then chapter 41, verse number 11, 12, it says, then he turned to heaven when it was a smoke. In 2 days he determined them as 7 heavens and revealed in every heaven its own mandate. Guys, here there is something fishy here. Don't you see that? The 7 heavens became 7 atmosphere. So Allah live in the atmosphere. I thought Allah, he live in the 7 heaven. So this verse, chapter 41, verse number 11 and 12, is about the atmosphere. So when Allah, he created 7 heavens, those are 7 atmosphere. And guess what? Isn't it the Quran says in the same chapter that Allah, he made the lamps in the lowest heaven? You know what? Let us go to chapter 41, verse number 11 and 12, and you will see they make them short. Look, they eat the verses. The verses are gone. Where is verse number 11 and 12? What happened to them? I think they washed them with the Clorox, and those verses are made from cotton because they shrink too much. If we go there, chapter 41, verse number 11, we will find this. Hold on. This is chapter 41. And this is verse number 11 and 12. Read carefully. Look what happened. How they shrink. How this huge 2 verses became so small. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Okay. So Allah, he went to the sky, and the sky was a smoke. If you read Ibn Kathir this, you will see the smoke is coming from the earth because the earth was burning. Allah was cooking. Then it says, and then he completed and finished them in 7 heavens in 2 days. Okay. But here it says, and he created in the lowest one lamps, stars. Do you understand now why they cut off the verse? People, do you understand why he cut off the verse? Why did it but in they are quoting for us chapter 41 verse number 11 and 12. Why they cut it off? Why they took off the phrase saying that Allah, he put in the lowest heaven the stars? Because simply they are lying to us and making those 7 heavens the 7 layers of the atmosphere. So if they say to you there's a stars on them in the lowest one, that means we are getting busted. Do you see how they lie? Did you notice? This is why they cut off the verses. They took off all chapter verse number 12, and they cut only like, and he made them 7 heavens. But they will not show you the part where it says Allah, he made in the lowest heaven of those heavens the lowest. So if this is the atmosphere, look, if this is the atmosphere, and look, and they put for you a graphic and to convince you. So that means according to Allah, we are in the turbosphere, the stars here in the lowest one. Do you see the stupidity? But Islam is based on deception, and they play based on luck. How fool are you? So according to the verse in the Quran, the stars are here now. Not only they are in the atmosphere, like, you know, if you go to New York, you can't touch them. When you go in the airplane, you touch them right away. This is where the stars are. And according to the Quran, the stars are located only, and look here, they quote for you again in black ink. He revealed in every heaven its own mandate. Any Muslim? Isn't it clear and obvious that this is a big fat lie? Even the atmosphere in the Quran, when the Quran is saying, I put the stars there, where is the dignity? You see, the question here, not only why they are lying, the question is, what kind of religion the religion encourage its followers to lie to promote it? Do you understand what I'm saying? What is the religion we are talking about? And that religion, its requirement in it, that we need to lie in order to make it look good. That is satanic religion. What the Bible says, who is the father of all lies? Somebody help me. Who is the father of all lies? Satan. Satan. I mean, who care about the atmosphere now? Obviously, this is not about atmosphere. You know, we would not go in details about the atmosphere, but this is how they lie. It says it clearly that this is Allah where He placed the stars in the lowest heaven. So if this is the atmosphere, well, the stars are there. But do you think the one who quoted the verse, he did not see this part? I mean, is it possible that somebody claiming that he knew science, making science, speaking of science, and he is quoting for us Quran, he making an article, study it very well, do you think he did not notice that the verse here says that Allah, He put in the nearest, lowest heaven lamps, stars? It's impossible. So why they do that? Because simply they assume that you are a fool, and they are trying to hunt the fool. So maybe we can convert you. So you are a fool, ignorant, idiot, who watch a video or see an article. Wow, Quran says that? Oh, man. And by the way, today is a big business. There's many who they open YouTube channels, nobody watch their videos. So what they do, he make a video, amazing Quran, and Muslim, they start subscribing. His channel will grow. And later he will say, I'm converting to Islam. And later he will say, after he make good money, he says, I'm not a Muslim. Like the guy from Korea. It's a business. The reaction of a Catholic reading the Quran, The reaction of a Korean reading the Quran. My friend asked me, I am the Arab, the reaction when we read the Quran, we have diarrhea. This is the book of diarrhea. Literally. I mean, have you ever heard? Okay, you see, they mentioned to us in the other website, chapter 8, verse number 11, right? Why you don't show us verse number 6 and 7? Let us go to verse number 6 and 7. So we can laugh. Okay, you mentioned to us chapter 86. Let us go there. Diarrhea. Have you ever heard of such a religion like this? Look at this. Here we go. This is Quran chapter 86 verse number 6 and 7, and this is the explanation by their beloved scholar Ibn Kathir. Read carefully. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone and the lions of the man. By the way, it doesn't say lion, it says backbone. And the ribs of the women, there is a sexual fluid come from the ribs of the women. Are you sure? Come on, brother. I think you are talking about gas. Maybe it's like, are you talking about like the women, they put their wallet there? I don't think it's a sexual fluid coming from there. And then, look carefully, which is referring to her chest. Allahu Akbar. Quran. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs. Let us zoom in so you guys can see more. By the way, by finishing reading this to you, you will be certified doctor. You can work in any country, have a high standard of knowledge like Bangladesh, Pakistan. You go there, you tell them this, nobody will oppose you. Nobody dare. You tell them that women have a sperm coming from her ribs, the location of the nucleus. Everybody there will say, you're right, brother. Nobody will dare say it's stupid. But this is only function in there. If you go to a different country, don't do it. So, proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman. It is a fluid. Look at here, look science, look at the science. Allah speaking about fluid, sexual fluid. Yellow and texture, and fine texture, this is for the women. The child will not burn except from both of them. That's deep. I.e., it is sexual fluid. Concerning Allah's statement, okay, إِنَّهُ عَلَى رَجْعِهِ لَقَادِرٌ, okay. And then, look, hold on, that's it? Yeah, he finished it. Yeah. Verily, he will be able to bring it back to life. This is mean that he is able to return the back, creating from gushing fluid. Fourth, in the other words, he's able to repeat the creation. Now, do you remember the video we made just 2 days ago about the guy who was going crazy that Allah will repeat the creation by ejaculation? You remember? You forgot the video? I mean, it's miraculous. We have to be... This is the only religion. They have God who do ejaculation, and this is how we do resurrection. Actually, there's one of the comment, which I like it, a smart person, you know, I like people who think deeply before they talk. He says, how big this ejaculation of Allah to cover the earth? Man, that's deep. How big this ejaculation? We saw the poor Muslim, he is holding an umbrella in the top of his head. Put yourself in his shoes. Put yourself in his shoes, and then you have a God who will do ejaculation. Now, just to refresh your memory, let us go there.
Elaborate detail on the end of time. What's gonna then happen is, look at all of this. What will he goes through in details. This is going to happen, that's going to happen, a wind is going to come, Ya'juj, Ma'juj are going to come, people are going to die, all this stuff. But then what's going to happen after this utter destruction? Now, this is the hadith. He was saying, Yahya Yasir Qadi, that we can't question with reason.
Put together, too many of the Sahaba have narrated it, and therefore predominant, Sunni methodology basically is that mutawatir ahadith are certain. Yufidul qata'. It's not dhanni. It's not something that is subjective. It is something that is certain. The notion of rejecting mutawatir ahadith simply because it is not rational, right? That's to me the fundamental difference between this strand of Islam versus the bulk of Ahlul Sunnah or the bulk of Sunni Islam. So
now check this out. What does the hadith say at the end? When there's utter destruction, how will this be brought back? Then Allah will say, now I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send, there's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people.
What? And what is? The God is going to ejaculate, and this is how he bring people into creation again. And this guy, he's saying, how this can be true? This is religion. What is my religion? The funny is, it's for those who say to you, this guy, he believe in the in Quran only. If you believe in Quran only, so why he have all those books behind him? All of them, they are not Quran. Quran is only one book. If you believe in Quran only, you will not need the rest of those books. Correct? If I believe in only one book, the rest is garbage for me. But as you see, he have, it's a short time to have all those Arabic books, all of them about Islam. All of them. Yeah. Let us see. We continue here. Is exposing it. Are you going to say now Christian Prince is lying? Even the rooster was.
Allah will say, now. I have to translate this, so brace yourselves, people. Allah will send. There's a fluid from beneath the arsh which will ejaculate like the sperm of men. Whoa, people, let me repeat. Look at it for yourselves. ثُمَّ يُرْسِلُ اللَّهُ مَاءً. Allah will send down on earth, shower down on earth, fluid from beneath his arsh. So beneath his throne, there's a collection of fluid, which is كَمَنِيِّ الرِّجَالِ, which is like the sperm of men. This is going to shower down on the globe, and what's going to happen is this is going to then give birth to once again life. So sperm. So for that, people, I had to yeah. So
so what is the difference going to make, So look here, it says that Allah, Ibn Kathir is explaining how Allah will make you resurrected. And this Muslim is going crazy, saying, what is that, man? And when you say to me you believe only in the Quran, so why all those books which is about the Quran is behind you? Because if the Quran only, the only book you believe in, then the rest of the books are not valid. Because all of them, they are opinion, right? Opinion of your prophet. They don't want to believe in their prophet words no more. But isn't it the Quran is your prophet words? Even the Quran mentioned that. So in order for them to get away from the stupid things mentioned in their books, they say, oh, I'm Quran only. But here we go, we have Quran in front of us. Is this guy going to deny the Quran, saying that Allah, saying it clearly that the sperm is coming from the backbone of the man, the ribs of the women? Sperm will become a congealed blood. And yet the Muslim, they say the Quran speak about the embryo. So, you know, I can keep talking forever about this topic, but just, you know, for us is just to share with you. Yeah, no, my friend, he cannot say it's a story from Christianity for a very simple reason. You see, this is how they try to make themselves legitimate. Let me show you what you just said. In the video, he said we need to question this, right? We need to question this. Okay. If it's from the Christians, first you have to show it to me where we have it in our book. Here we go. Where in our book it says this in Christianity? We don't have it. That's a lie. Secondly, if it is from the Christians, then well, you do not need to question it, because simply this is not your faith. So in the beginning of the video, he says that the guy, he says the Christian claim. No, the Christian claim, according to him, according to that statement in the book, it says that the Christ will come after Gog and Magog. And then he continued talking about what Ibn Mas'ud said. So he's trying to mix things up. Otherwise, if we Christians believe in that, this is not your business anyway. You know what I mean? If this is our belief, well, nobody can laugh at you, and you cannot laugh at Yasir Qadi is saying to you, we cannot, he's discussing with Yasir Qadi, if we can refuse it or not, correct? So this is what the Muslim believe, not the Christian believe. Otherwise, why Yasir Qadi is saying this is mutawatir hadith, we cannot play with it, it's accepted. So this is a very naive argument, my friend. It's an argument of kids. Like the Christian says. Where the Christian says, show me, here we are laughing. We have our book. And if we Christians say, since when you Muslims take what we say, and you take it for granted. So we don't say that. That's a lie. Right? Somebody remind me about the fresh and salty water. Thank you for reminding me. You see, another thing, the Muslims, that they have videos about the Quran speak about fresh and salty water don't mix. Let me search for the video. All right. If you go and search on YouTube, you will find tons of videos made by Muslims saying to you the following. Look at the title. Millions of videos. Barrier between sweet and salty water. Miracles of the Quran. Seas is not mixing with each other. Miracle of the Quran. Verses from the Quran about two rivers to meet, but they don't mix. Listen carefully. It says they don't mix. Water reacts to Quran secret Zamzam. This is a different story. Hold on. This is Zakir Naik. I want to see Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik is my favorite. I cannot let him go. Sorry.
In Surah Furqan, chapter number 25, verse number 53, which says that He has let two bodies of flowing water, one sweet and palatable, and the other salty and bitter. Though they meet, they do not mix. There is a barrier which is forbidden to be trespassed. Previously, we human beings knew that there are two types of water, sweet and salty. But the commentator of the Quran could not understand what does God Almighty mean by saying that these two waters, when they meet, they're not.
Look at this guy, how his mouth is open, the one in the back. Do you see this guy? They put the camera on him. Like, you know, they brought those blonde people to fool them, huh? So they can fool you, make you believe. And trust me, they can fool them, because those, you know, you see, before I come to America, I used to think that Americans are the most smart people, because I look what they accomplish and what we accomplish in the Middle East. So I had to say, man, those are people. They knew everything. They knew history. They knew science. They knew everything. When I came to America, I found that Americans are the most naive people ever you can imagine. And same in Europe, by the way. Europeans are not better. So now this guy is showering them with his lies. And look how easy we can get him busted. But I will let you hear him.
Mix, and there is a barrier which is forbidden to be trespassed. Today, after science advance, we have come to know that whenever one type of water flows into the other type of water, it loses its constituents and gets homogenized into the water it flows. This today science calls as the transitional homogenizing area, which the Quran refers to as barzakh, as a barrier. And this can be seen in Cape Point, the southernmost tip of South Africa. And when we see even the color of the water between these two types of water differs. And Professor Hay.
Okay, just to show you how this lie is easy to not only to prove that Muhammad is a certified donkey. Not only this is a lie, Muhammad is claiming that fresh water and salty water, they are two seas. They never met. They never mix. Let us go to the verse. Just to show you how they lie. I mean, their lies is so stupid, so naive. But you know, if you are an ignorant yourself, how you can fight stupidity? You cannot. You're already ignorant. So if we go, here we go. He's quoting chapter 25, verse number 53. I will go there in front of your eyes. (25:53). Where is the Quran? Okay. Read with me and die laughing. Additional proof that Muhammad is a fraud. And he said that the one who did the interpretation at that time, they could not understand it, which is absolutely false. And it is he who has let free the two seas, between two bracket, two kind of water. That's in the Quran. The Quran says two seas. And we will go back to this one. One is palatable and sweet, and the other one is salt and bitter. And he has set a barrier, complete partition between them. Do you see the word complete partition between them? There's a complete. What he was showing us in the video, or in the slide, those water they mix, it just take them time, because always there's a current coming behind. It's a too huge amount of water. It's not like otherwise we can right now, we can go to the kitchen, get a cup of water, put salt in it, and get a fresh cup of water and put them in one pot. You will see them mix right away. So who said that the fresh water and salty water don't mix? It's a lie. That is stupid to say. You can try it right away, because if it does not mix, doesn't mix, that means that's it, doesn't mix. But this is not what Muhammad is saying. Muhammad the fool, he thought there's a sea for a fresh water and there's a sea for salty water. This is why we have always a fresh water if you dig in the ground, and that is the sea. And we have always salty water. So he's praising Allah, that Allah is the one who made for us fresh water and salty water. They are not mixing, which is scientifically wrong, because the fresh water we have is coming from the ocean anyway. So how we can prove this is what the Quran is saying clearly? Let us go. There's other verses in the Quran. And again, thank you for the one who remind me about those verses. I appreciate you. He said that the word barzakh mean a barrier. The fact the word barzakh in Arabic mean a solid piece of land, dry land. The same thing appear in two chapters in the Quran, or three chapters in the Quran. Chapter 23, verse number 100, the word barzakh I mean, and chapter 25, verse number 53, and chapter 55, verse number 20. The word barzakh here, in the chapter 23, verse number 100, have nothing to do with our topic, but the same meaning. Barzakh is a piece of land. Read with me carefully. Chapter 25, verse number 23. It says actually, وَحِجَرٌ مَحْجُورًا. It's a piece of a dry land. In verse number chapter 55, verse 22, it says, between them there's a barzakh. They cannot pass through forever. They cannot. Period. Read with me carefully. Between them there's a barrier which none of them can transgress. Do you see it? None of them can transgress. So based on the Quran, those two waters, they never mix, ever, which is false. Now let us go and see the interpretation for the verse. Is it really the word barzakh mean dry land, or Christian Prince may be making things up? Let us see. So if we go here to chapter 25, verse number 53, and we go to Ibn Kathir as an example. All right. This is the interpretation. The liar Zakir Naik, he says that they could not understand. Why they can understand? The word barzakh is a clear word. It's a piece of land. Now let us see. We don't want to waste your time, so we will say this. Do you see what the word barzakh mean? Let me zoom in. Do you see the liars? What they say to you? They say to you that there is, because the two waters have two different concentration, that is causing the barrier to exist, right? Where the Quran is speaking about a dry piece of a dry land. Do you see it? The barrier, the word barzakh, it is a dry land. And then Ibn Kathir continues saying, it's a complete partition, a barrier between them from reaching the other. They cannot even touch each other. Do you see it? So do you see how they lie? Now those lies can work if you are an ignorant person. This is why I say to you, please, when I share with you my videos, I spend my hours with you, teach your children. Your children, they go to school, they meet Muslims, they will fool them. They will play for them those videos. And they can be victim. Your son can, you know, like the guy from Australia who suddenly he found his son in Syria as a suicide bomber. What a shame. Where is the family all those years? 16 years old kid, where he been? Where is the family? Where is the mother? Where is the parents? So that can happen to your son too. This is very dangerous cult. They can recruit your son to join this cult easy because you thought, oh, my son is a smarter. No, he's not. This religion is very deceiving. It's different. This is not like Jehovah's Witnesses. This is a religion of the devil himself. They do anything they can in order to make you believe. Anything. Lying. Anything is halal. Nothing for them is not permitted, as you see. Otherwise, ask yourself, why this guy, why he risk his reputation speaking on TV, saying there is a barrier, it's a miracle, scientific miracle, when the fact it is a complete partition. It's proven that to be stupid, because according to Muhammad now, the water is two seas, which is false, because this is what the Quran is saying, two seas, and the fresh water and salty water, they remix, which is absolutely. So look how they make a scientific error, they make it a miracle. Muhammad is claiming that Allah, he created a land between the sea of the fresh water and the sea of the salty water, and they don't mix. They cannot transgress. Do you see it? So there is two seas, and one is salty, one is fresh, and those seas will never mix ever, because thanks to Allah, he put a piece of land between them. Actually, in different verse, even the Quran make it more clear, and Ibn Kathir is quoting that. It says here, وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ حَاجِزًا. What he did? He between the two seas a barrier. Let us go there. Chapter 27, verse number 61. I mean, how clear we can make it. Look. Read carefully. Isn't it he, which means, you know, Allah, whatever, he is the one who made the earth fixed abode? Am I heard, guys? I think I have difficulty in my... Okay, so he made a fixed body between them, and he placed a river, sorry, he placed a body between the two seas, so they will never ever mix. And he set a barrier between the two seas. How clear we can make it? He set it. This is the Muslim translation. Ibn Kathir is making it more clear, saying to you, oh, hold on. This is a barrier, which is a piece of land. He made it clear. It's a barrier. He set a barrier. They don't never met. They don't transgress. They never exceeded. They cannot pass by. But this is not the case for the fresh water and salty water when they meet each other in the sea. So they lie, and they expect you to be a fool, so the lie can go through. That's the bent in your foolishness. He set a barrier between the two seas, and they are not mixing. Totally. Anyway, this is Ibn Kathir. You know, if you are a Muslim, don't argue with me about it. This is your Ibn Kathir. Argue with Ibn Kathir. And I can show you Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari. And this is pure Arabic. I have nothing to do actually with tafsir, because the word barzakh means simply a barrier of a dry land. This is why Ibn Kathir, he says, the barrier, the word barzakh, he put it for you in Arabic. Here we go. It's in Arabic. And he said, barrier mean a partition which is a dry land. Not only it's a barrier, it have to be a dry land, because barrier can be anything, you know, anything. It can be a curtain, you know, between two things, like for light. But this is a dry land, a must, because this is what the word barzakh mean. All right. So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope we cover most of the topic for today, and I hope we learn. Don't forget to download this video. We are going to delete the previous videos. We don't keep them. And already the coward Zakir Naik, he filed a claim for using his video. He coward, potato, you know. Christian Prince, YouTube, hello YouTube. Christian Prince is using my video, and he without my permission. Zakir Naik, we need to laugh. I mean, who in the world can help us to laugh more than you? Zakir Naik. In science, they discovered that the fresh water and when they mix together, don't mix further. What a liar. Again, they play you when they can. How you let them do it? If you let them do it, it's your fault, not their fault. You see, even when you study law, law says, law don't protect the fool. You don't go to the judge, you say, I was a fool. You don't accept that. You don't say, I do not know about traffic light law. He don't believe you. That's not the answer. Law does not protect the fool. Law is made to protect the one who know it, who know how to use it. So they fool you because they are assuming that you are a fool, or they wish that you are one. So we can hunt you, we can recruit you, we can join, you can join this cult, and then we can take over. All right. Abdullah, hold on, guys. I was going to leave, but Abdullah want to talk to me. Abdullah, you want me to call you? You want me to call you? Are you the one who called me yesterday? Call yourself Yusuf? Okay, Abdullah, text me in Pal Talk. I'm not leaving, just for you. Hold on. You are a coward, as usual. You say you want to call me, you never call me. Here we go. I will open my Pal Talk. Prove me wrong. Don't go, guys. Abdullah wanna call me. Okay, Abdullah, here we go. Text me in Palto. I will give you 3 minutes to text me. All right. Okay, now I am in Palto. Let us see. Abdullah, the one end with number 21, is that you? Okay. It says you need to update your software. Obviously, you are using, you know, window storing window. There we go. I just call you. It says Abdullah using older version of Paltalk does not support our new video. Usually this is happening when you are using a stolen version of Windows. I am not surprised. Let me call you again. Are you going to buy a good version of Windows soon, Abdullah? Call me. Actually, this is for your luck, because if we call you, you will be crying like a baby if it happened. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think we have enough for today. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. And don't forget to download the videos, because I'm going to delete now all the previous videos before this one. I will keep this one only for those who care to download it. Until we see you soon again, I say may the Lord bless you all. Christ is Lord. Islam made by the dummy for the dummy. And if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, the question is, how foolish are you? See ya.